Alright, today we're doing a little bit of a different kind of video. It's Christmas time and we didn't really want to buy one of those cheesy advent calendars, so we're making our own. We did buy this sectionated thing because it has 25 spots in it. And we've got this old laminate flooring. It's tongue and groove style, and we're going to use that to make the little doors. And I've already trimmed some of them, but I have to trim the ends off that and that. Well, that's just messy anyway, but this whole thing that runs down the length of it, so they have nice flat edges. And I already through a bit of trial and error, got the right width wrote down for what fits nice and snug in almost all of the sections. This one, we might just have to sand it down a little bit, but it does actually fit in there. But some of these are different sizes, just by a little bit. See, that wiggles around a little bit, but we'll address that later. So right now I've got this level set up as my guide, and just ripping them down and making them all flat all the way down like this. Now this one's doesn't have the tongue and groove anymore. Okay, I got what I think is enough pieces cut, and I cut a new test piece just to make sure that I'd reset the saw right. And they fit. It's pretty snug, but I'd rather it be a little bit, just a hair too big, and we can sand them down a little bit to make them slide in easier. But so that's pretty close. I've got this thing for to help push the pieces through, so I don't have my hand super close to it, but I'll be ripping these boards down to size. So how I set the saw was, I've got these clamps holding down on this this level here, and it's probably not the best use of a level. If there's any like hardcore carpenters out there that see this and are just gritting their teeth at it, I'm sorry. It's the one thing I knew could be relatively straight and give me a good guide. So sorry if that hurts your eyes to see that, but I just measured off of this point because it's even with this one here. I didn't do it off of this side because these are actually a little bit off of each other, and I tested that, and with this I want it to be really accurate, so it was just better to go off of this side. And I just measured in how much I needed to based off of what that was, and just moved the tape measure back and forth, adjusting it a little each time until it was right where it needed to be. Okay, very good reason why you always double check your work. I got this set up, well, I've reset it now, but I was an inch off, but I had tested it with a cutoff and found that it was an inch too short. So now I'm about to test this new setting with another cutoff and then compare it, just to make sure, you know, always double check. Okay, so now I need to cut 100 of these 1/4 inch dowels, and it wasn't this one, it was the other one that I marked out at, there's the mark, at, I think it was 2 3/4 inch. And that was the depth of the box minus the width of these panels. So the panels will fit flush against the box. So now I need to reset the saw and get to cutting 100 of these. Okay, this isn't all of them, but 100 dowel pins later. Yeah. Okay, so we're just hot gluing all these dowels into the corners of all of the slots here and putting pegs on these little tile pieces so they pull out, and those are little stops so these can be pushed in flush and they fit in nice and tight. Now we just have to glue in all the rest of them and glue on the little knobs for all of the doors. So the doors are two-sided, and so they have the number of what day it is and then a picture, and whoever's picture is on the other side of the door, that's who gets the little thing inside. And all the numbers are mixed up, so it's just kind of random and fun. And the whole thing is really just hot glued together, but it's pretty, it's staying together. I kind of underestimated how well hot glue would work, but it's been holding up. And it's a little late in the month to be doing it, but you know, we like how it turned out.